What's up, everybody? This is Robert Ferguson, and I am so happy to be here. I am. And I'm going to share something with you today that I doubt if most people are aware of. And that's why I'm going to share it, because I want everyone to know what I know. That's a big part of it. Now, before we get into it, I want to invite you to our gut health challenge that is kicking off. I'm telling you, if you don't sign up now, if you don't get in now, the price is going to go up. And then some people are just going to keep waiting, and you're going to miss it. And instead of being leaner, instead of being healthier, next thing you know, the year is going to be gone and it's 2025. And here you are. All right, this is the year. Same as last year. Oh, this is the year. What about the year before? Oh, this is the year. Man. And then when you go on social media, you know how you watch people lose 5 or 10 pounds like 3 times in the year? And they say, oh, yeah, I was taking this product, I'm down 10 pounds. Look at me. And if you're paying attention, you'll see before the year's up, they're down 10 pounds. Look, taking this product. What about like losing weight and establishing a lifestyle where you actually know how to eat? And I'm not being facetious. I'm not being mean. I'm just sharing with you guys truth here. And that's what people like about me. It's like truth. Today I did a presentation, a couple presentations actually. And one of them was with this amazing cardiologist who I just think the world of. And I believe we are days away from this cardiologist becoming our medical director. And then he's very, very established when it comes to publishing data, which I love. And for me personally, I can't wait to see this happen. And then for the group of coaches, this is going to be great. This is going to be great. For my team and partners and people who have been in my corner, this is going to be great. Our team is getting stronger. We have the attention of the biggest companies in America and now abroad. And a lot of that is because of what I'm about to share with you in a few minutes. Now, if you are interested in a free consultation or you just want to get an idea of where you are, take advantage of the free quiz that we have on the website. I provide the link. Just go to dietfreelife.com and you'll see it. Take the quiz. We'll email you. Now, I can tell you right now that once you take the quiz and we send you an email, what I have noticed is that 99.9% of people, though they are in a position where they need to lose weight, they are on medications they don't like, there's a whole bunch of things they want to improve about their life, they will do nothing. Now, I'm not talking to those people, and that's okay. Do nothing. To each his own. Everyone, you have the right. But for those who are in a position where they want to be informed, they want to learn. They want to learn about food. And what I'm going to share with you, I guarantee most people, I would say 99.9% of the people, when I share, like most things I share, they don't know. I have so many registered dietitians that consult me, that hire me just to talk to me, just to pick my brain, whole bunch of nutritionists, whole bunch of executives, and they think they get enough information and then they come back. They think they get enough information and then they come back. They don't get it. They don't get it. But that's okay. If they ever get humble enough and they're ready, then they'll get it. I'll put them in a position. For those of you who want a side gig, you want to be a coach, reach out to me. Right now we have $500 off our certification still. I haven't changed it. I was like, you know what? I'm just going to keep it till the end of the month. If somebody wants to be a coach, I'm going to take $500 off, major savings, and then they'll be in a position. And the cool thing, once you're a coach, you're a coach. And for the rest of your life, you can actually earn income by helping someone and teaching them our methodology. A lot of what I'm about to share with you right now. Now, this And I love it when the coaches are here because I want you to get what I'm going to share. Okay. So I'm going to show you. Here's the thumbnail. Here's the thumbnail. Okay. Look at the thumbnail. Now, to the far left, you have a baked potato. Now, baked potatoes, if you guys have never, ever dug up a baked potato, they're not on trees, they're in the ground. My ex-mother-in-law used to grow them all the time. And it was so cool. You go out, you dig them up, and you go in the house, and then you cook them however you want to eat them. And then on the right, that's a bowl of potato chips. Now, potato chips usually come in a bag. Now you can make them yourself, but they're potatoes. The potato chips come from the potato. The potato is close to nature because when it grows, that's what it grows into. It doesn't grow into the potato chips on the right. You have the potato, you have the potato chips. Now, the baked potato, let's say you get a baked potato, which a lot of people don't eat, right? Because they don't know what they don't know. And what I mean by that is that if you look at the glycemic index, the baked potato registers somewhere between 85 and 95. So that's considered very high. And if you're concerned with sugar, many people who are concerned with sugar would avoid the baked potato. Okay. Now, if you look at the potato chips that actually are made from the potato, they're not as high in sugar. They're not as high. They're actually low. And they register around 55. So the first thing you want to understand is you go, okay, if I had the same amount of carbs, calories in a baked potato as I do with chips, you're telling me that the baked potato is higher in how much sugar it causes in my blood compared to processed chips? And I would say, yeah. The chips are around 55, the baked potatoes at about 85 to 95. So if you were a diabetic and this is all you understood, then you would do better to eat the potato chips that are highly processed because you're thinking about sugar. Does everybody get what I'm saying? Do you hear? Do you get what I just said? Okay, this is one of those moments where if I was doing a seminar or let's say a workshop that went throughout the day, I literally would stop for about 10 to 15 minutes and only talk about the white potato compared to the potato chips, the same amount of carbs in the white potato compared to the potato chips that's processed. The white potato causes the blood sugar levels to go up higher, let's say 85, let's be conservative. And the chips in the bag that's processed that God did not make is at 55. So if I was a diabetic and I was only aware of sugar, you would be better off to eat the potato chips because you don't want your sugar going up. Does that make sense? If somebody does not understand, if you need me to explain this a little bit more, please bring it to my attention. Bring it to my attention. If you get it, then say, I get it, Robert. And a lot of times people who are like with me are getting it. That's why like the ones who stick with me and they're here pretty regularly, they know things. They know a lot of things. They understand food. That's why sometimes when I have clients and they're so knowledgeable and I'll have like someone say they're going to come and they want to talk to some of my clients, I go, hey, make sure you're prepared. And they go, what do you mean? I go, if you're going to talk to them like my real clients, the ones that I've been coaching and work with, they know more than most people. That's why I'm always surprised when someone is selling a supplement that isn't legit. And one of my diehard clients ends up buying it because I'm like, wait a minute. After all the training I've done with this person, where I didn't see I didn't see where they were still gullible. I didn't see it. because the ones who get it, and they're like, oh, you can't sell, someone who knows the game. You know what I mean? Like when you're educated and you're informed, like I don't have people walking up to me selling me on a supplement. That just doesn't happen. And whenever it does, it doesn't last long because they walk away. Now, when you see me endorse a product, like I did the collagen back in the day, it's because I know that it is a good product. It's legit. I just happen to know the people that created it. I know a whole bunch about it. So of course I raise my hand and go, yep, this is a good product. So when you see me endorse a product, that means, I don't got to be making money. If it's good, I'm going to share it. Like Fatty 15. Everything that I understand and can see, that's a good product. And if you want to know what that is, you can reach out to me. I'll give you a link. I'm not making money selling it, but it's a good product. It makes sense. Sometimes when it just makes sense, you don't keep it to yourself. I ain't making no money. And if I come across a product that makes sense, I will share it. The same as what I'm sharing right now. Okay. Let's move away from that and let's go to the thing called GLP-1. Now, you'll notice that I drastically changed the arrows. So GLP-1 is an incretin hormone. It's a hormone that is naturally produced in your small intestine. And when you secrete the GLP-1, there's some benefits that come with it. One is that it satiates you so you're not hungry. 2, it puts you in a position where you're more likely to burn fat. Okay, so stay with me on that. Then GLP-1, when it's low, you're usually not as satiated. And you're not really optimizing your ability to burn fat. Now, there's some very popular weight loss drugs that people are being pimped on, meaning their ignorance, their lack of understanding, they're just jumping on the drug. And I get it. I really do. I have no desire to be mean. I'm just telling you the truth. They want to lose weight. They feel like they've done everything. Like Oprah, she thinks she's done it. She ain't done every damn thing. Oprah has not sat down with me and learned how to eat. And she's blocked by people. She has no idea. With all that money, she don't know jack. And if Oprah was standing right in front, I go, sweetheart, you don't know. With all due respect, you're ignorant. You are unaware. Yes, you've seen a lot. You've been informed a lot. You've probably read a lot, but you don't know. You don't even know that the drug you're taking that is a fake GLP-1, you could get the same benefit by eating the right foods in the right combination. But she don't know. She don't know. See, when you eat a regular baked potato that has not been processed, the science is clear. GLP-1 goes up in your body naturally. When you eat potato chips, GLP-1 is down. It doesn't go up like it does with the baked potato. Why? Like what? So when you have sugar, the potato goes up higher. When you have potato chips, sugar goes up, but not as high. Nowhere near as high. But GLP-1 goes up, which is a good thing, naturally, when I eat a white potato. But it doesn't really go up when you eat the potato chips. The difference is when something is closer to nature, you're going to get a better GLP-1 response. The more processed something is, the less GLP-1 you're going to get. And we want GLP-1. Okay. Now you can see where it says blood sugar, white potato, it goes up. Potato chips, it goes down. But why does it go down when it's potato chips if the carbs are the same, the calories are the same? Well, I don't get it. And we're talking primarily carb calories because there's fat calories that's woven inside of the chips. And that's also the reason why the blood sugar levels don't go up as much, because the fat, the oil in the chip, slows down how fast the chip becomes sugar in the blood. So from a blood sugar perspective, I would do better to eat the highly processed chips. But from a GLP-1 perspective, I would do better to eat the baked potato the way God made it. And now we get to the nitty-gritty. Here it is. Some of you guys really get this, and some don't. And I pray that the day will come that, because once you get this, then you are way ahead of physicians, you're way ahead of clinical nutritionists, you're way ahead of health coaches, you're way ahead of registered dietitians. You are so far ahead of them. Now, they may talk louder and come across bold, but put me on the phone or put me in the room with them and watch how small they get. And I'm saying that from the standpoint, I don't like bullies. Because if they listen to you, then I would have no desire to do that. Because you are valid and you're sharing with them things that have been validated. And just because they are not aware of it, they're not supposed to like put you down because you're aware. I'm proud of my clients. And I hope every one of our coaches are proud of their client. We are proud. I celebrate my clients. I love that my clients know more than most people when it comes to nutrition. And when they apply it, I'm even more proud, right? Because I have some clients that they're still in the struggle. They're walking around 260 pounds. And I've been coaching them for over a year. But I know they know. There's a whole bunch that goes into losing weight. It ain't just about knowing. But I'm proud that my clients know. That's what I want you guys to get. There is power in knowledge. Like there's people that I coached, let's say 3 years ago, 8 years ago. And they know a lot, but they don't know what my clients know right now. Oh, no way. Because the nutrition science keeps evolving, keeps changing. Like I had 2 people reach out to me last week and asked if they could come back to me and be a client. I said, absolutely not. And they're like, excuse me? I said, no. Well, number one, I don't like coaching you. And number 2, I don't really like you. Now, someone would go, oh man, Robert's mean. No, I'm not. That's not being mean. I don't want to coach someone I don't like. So if I coach you, right? So my clients, please know I really like you. I actually look forward to talking to you. If I didn't, you would know this. Now, I'm not a drill instructor type of nutrition coach. I'm not that kind of guy. But I am going to keep it real. And I am not going to allow other people to mess up my joy. Now, if I reach out to a client that I haven't coached in a while, that's because I actually like them. I hope they come back. I miss them. But the ones who reach out to me and I get them back, I'm happy. Happy days. And I hope every coach that hears this, that's how you want to, don't just do it for money. Work with people that, yes, you will get paid for your time, but work with people that you actually are excited to work with, especially the ones who really want to learn. And they're done battling, man, and struggling with weight. They want real answers. And right now I'm giving real answers. And most people don't know what I'm sharing with you guys. Because at the very bottom, now we're talking insulin. Insulin is a anabolic hormone. It plays a huge role in you storing fat. It plays a huge role in you having a hard time losing weight. The white potato, insulin is going to be a little lower. compared to the potato chips is going to be much higher. If you want to lose weight, that's the level of understanding you want to get. But again, everybody's focused on sugar. Your doctor's talking about sugar, your friends talking about sugar, people you run into, and they all are ignorant and don't know what the hell they're talking about. Because the thing that makes it possible for you to lose weight is being able to balance insulin throughout the day. It's not sugar, and you are misinformed, and it's time to wake up and learn. Because your doctor they're ignorant. Any doctor who hears this, they can't get mad at me. Why? Think about it. I would be put on blast often. If I was wrong, they can't put me on blast. They can't say anything because I'm right. I mean, please, in social media, you can't just be out there talking about things. Eventually they can't call me on this because I'm accurate. If I was wrong, I would get blasted. I invite people all the time. Hey, let's do a debate. Let's talk about it. Where are they? I have a lady who's a friend of mine. She's very knowledgeable in fitness, and she works with these doctors that prescribe GLP-1 drugs all the time. She's mentioned my name publicly, and I'm not mentioning hers right now because I don't want to put her in blast. She's my friend. And she's still my friend, even though she put my name out there. But she was trying to encourage these doctors to have a meeting with me, to talk it out publicly so people could learn from it. Those doctors in Beverly Hills making money are not going to put themselves in a position like that where I just mow them over big time because they're wrong. Sometimes, and I've heard people say, hey, there could be two sides to a story. No. When it comes to these weight loss drugs, there is no two. Oprah's wrong. And the media is ignorant. They don't even know. They got people on the, you know what I mean? It's like, where do you go to get the truth? That's why I love sharing data. I love it. Okay. So if you understand that when insulin is circulating in your body, the likelihood of you being able to release fat from the fat cell and it be burned. If insulin is circulating, it ain't going to happen. So you eat in a way where you don't have as much insulin circulating. So if I eat the processed chips, I got way more insulin circulating. I would be way better off to eat the damn white potato. And you know what? If you want to bring the sugar down on the white potato, there's a few things you can do. Number one, you could add butter or sour cream to it. The fat in the butter and sour cream is going to slow down how fast the potato becomes sugar in the blood. The same as the oil in the chips slows down how fast the chips become sugar in the blood. But because the potato is whole and is not extremely processed like the chips, you have less insulin response. Man. I mean, what I just shared would save. If someone's looking for this, they're like, damn it, this is exactly what I've been looking for. My gut told me this. I just share with the coaches an analogy, something they can share. This puts every one of our coaches miles ahead of the registered dietitians, miles ahead of people spending $5,000, $10,000 to get their nutrition certification. Because they're not spending that with me. We have the best information. We are on top of it. And I'll end on this because I was in a meeting today. With a whole bunch of experts. And it was a meeting about the GLP-1 drugs. And there's people all over the United States in this meeting. And I was asked to come to the meeting. I was invited. And so I sat back and I watched. It was an hour long. And they talked about the pros and cons of the GLP-1 drugs. And I was just watching and listening. And that part was interesting. I could have a whole conversation about that. And then I decided to ask 2 questions. And there was only 2 questions asked, right? With all these people, because people were so new to it, they didn't know what to ask. So the first question I asked, I did it anonymous. So I was anonymous. And then the second question, I put my name in there. Both my questions threw the whole group for a loop. They didn't have the answers. The doctors on there did not have the answers. It was not clear. Now, keep in mind, they put it out there to talk about GLP-1, like, hey, we're having a seminar. This is a conference. Bring it. We're talking about it. Everybody who wants to understand GLP-1, where we're going with this. Come on, I want everybody to come to the meeting. So people signed up from all over the country. And I was right there. I'm the only one that posted questions. And they couldn't answer my questions. And I knew they couldn't. And it threw them for a loop. Now, the panel was really good. They were really good. I respect the panel. They were good. So what I'm saying has nothing to do with them. And actually, the moderator, the lead doctor, she was on point. And I have much respect. I liked her whole demeanor. And there's a couple other people on there. There's a lady on there that was really good. Everybody was good. And it's not their fault that they're not fully aware of it like I am. I was studying GLP-1 and GIP 2010, 2009. They're just now, the drugs first came out 2017. I go all the way back to like 1901. I'm fully aware of exactly when this all started. I know all the major studies that took place in 1964. So, because I was going to do a whole documentary, a whole book on this. And then all that came to a halt because the drugs got so popular that I was about to come out with something that was going to be game changing, which is GLP-1 and GIP. I know it like really, really well. That's why when I hear people talk about it, and you're starting to see people with supplements talking about how they affect GLP-1, run if you see that, because they're probably lying or they have misinformation. And I can say it like that because I know. I have really this is a big part of my life's work. So 14 and a half, 15 years ago, I was talking about GLP. I was calling them incretins because they're incretins, right? So they're incretin hormones. And I was sharing it with people, 2014, 2015, these physicians, and they were just blown away with what I was sharing with them. So I know this so well. I know it like the back of my hand. And for those of you who are my clients and those of you who I mentor as coaches and your clients, man, we are ahead of everybody when it comes to this stuff. So I'm proud of my clients. And thank you for letting me share this kind of information with you, because I can go as deep as you want to go. And as deep as I can go, check this part out. If you want to optimize, if you don't like that word, maximize the role of insulin in your body, the closer it is to nature, the less insulin you will have circulating in your body. The closer it is to nature. So the white potato is not bad. The red potato is not bad. The yam and the sweet potato, they're not better. They're not bad. But if you chop them up and totally twist them up and turn them into dried, fries, right? Now it's further from nature, and you're going to have more insulin circulating. Now, Sandy asked me this question, and I got to go. Sandy says, what questions did I ask the group? I'm going to have to paraphrase because I don't remember exactly. The first question I brought up was, I said that it was more of a statement. I said that we have receptors on cells all over our body, right? Trillions of cells. And like insulin, there's a receptor on every cell in your body for insulin. And insulin does different things on every cell of your body: brain cell, liver cell, bone cell, fat cells. I mean, you name it. And when the hormone connects with that receptor, that's when it does what it does. Sometimes it's a good thing, sometimes it's not a good thing. Same as certain ingredients come across. Sometimes it can cause that cancer that's in your body to become cancer, and sometimes it doesn't. Well, I said, look, there's GLP-1 receptors on the heart, and there's no studies on long-term effect of taking a GLP-1 drug and how it's going to impact the receptors on your heart, the receptors on your liver, the receptors on various organs, the brain, ovaries. But they're not going to tell you that. And the average doctor ain't even thinking like that. So that kind of threw the whole panel, like, because I was like, what about the long-term effects? And they had to agree. The main moderator was like, hey, this is a good point. And no one had a real answer. And then I said, we know that people are losing weight on the GLP-1 drugs. And we also know that the majority of the weight loss is coming from their skeletal muscle. And we know that when you lose skeletal muscle, you increase your risk for heart attack. You increase your risk to age faster. You increase your risk to lower your immunity. You become more vulnerable for various diseases that you may come into. So losing skeletal muscle is not good. And we know that people are losing skeletal muscle. And again, the panel was like, oh, good point. Oh, man, he's, that's, and that's kind of how it ended. Now, I'll be doing a follow-up with the company because they're aware of me and be able to help them. But guys, this is a prime example of how much people don't know. And these are the people that you go to, or they're in a position to influence people to take these drugs and to eat a certain way. You're assuming that they know, and they don't know. And the next thing you know, you got some other health problems. Better ask somebody. Okay, you guys, if you haven't signed up for the gut health challenge, because you're going to learn a lot about the gut. And when you meet people and they go, oh, yeah, you heard about the gut microbiome, you're going to be able to go, oh, yeah, what would you like to know about it? Right? Because most people don't know. They're talking about it, but they don't know what the gut microbiome is. And if they do know what it is and they can describe what it is, they don't know how to improve it. But in our challenge, not only are you going to get the benefits of the challenge and doing things, you're going to be informed. So if you have a friend that you care about, or a cousin, or anybody that you kind of love and hope that they can be healthier, just go to the page if you're already in the challenge and encourage them. Say, hey, I'm doing the challenge and I want you to do it with me. It's only 30 days. And you learn about gut. Girl, do you want to get your stomach flatter? Do you want to get rid of bloating? Do you want to think better and get your mental health together? All of that is tied to the gut. So encourage them to do it with you. That's how you get other people on board. All right, you guys. Thank you for being here. I'm Robert Ferguson. I share because I care. And look at the links in the description below to be better informed. Come to the challenge, get on board, join our Facebook group. We're starting to grow. Our next big goal is 10,000 members. So we're over 6,000. Next step, 10,000. So I need you guys to invite people. We're going to start sharing more things. Let's get it going. And then don't forget, every Tuesday, we have our talk that we do with Lisa Marie, Hammer Girl. We start on YouTube and Facebook, and then we go over to Telegram, and we're growing. We doubled our numbers in a week. We're almost up twice that. Okay, I got to go. Anyway, you guys have a great evening. I'm Robert Ferguson. Thank you, and continue to show up, and I'm going to show out. Until the next time, peace.